Were you guys both there when Michael Jordan hosted the show?
Oh, yeah.
Was he in that Monday meeting?
Yeah.
I think he had to be.
Was there, did the whole run of the whole thing.
Was there, were there any buffer people who were like, oh, no, yeah, Michael's not going to do that. Michael will do that. Or was it just
really
Michael?
remember.
Are the buffer people allowed in those meetings? Because we deal with buffer people a lot.
Sure.
Really?
And the buffer people often do a disservice to the people who need to get the laughs on the show.
Like where they never hear the actual idea.
Yeah, they never hear.
It's
They're
turned
like,
down
no,
before it gets to them.
He can't do that because he was divorced in 1975. And you're like, this doesn't really have anything to do with that.
I think he would think it's funny. Let him decide.
Well, the really fascinating thing for me that week with Michael Jordan was that, it's a fish out of water, the greatest player ever, but he's got a lot of sketches. And we're about to go out in the live show in a sketch, and he's got some heavy dialogue, and you're behind the slats, the band's playing, the audience is there. And I could tell, he had the script in his hand for last-minute jamming, and I could tell he kind of had cotton mouth. It was a little tense. I said, Michael, just go out there and read it right off the cue card. Christopher Walken does it. Don't even worry about that. And it kind of trying to calm Michael Jordan down about anything was a unique situation. Sting, too. Sting would be like, how's my hair? We're going into an elevator sketch. How's it now?
I like Sting in the
it
elevator.
Looks good. Well, how about now? It looked better before. Fuck! No. But
who was the most nervous of the hosts?
Rosanna Arquette.
Rosanna Arquette was most nervous.
I don't know. She was a little emotional.
Answer.
She was great, but I remember you'd hear that someone was sobbing somewhere.
Yeah.
And whatever host was
full nervous breakdown
was broken down. With Steven Seagal, you would just go by his office and you just hear all you'd hear is and some woman having an orgasm. Right? No, that's all you'd hear. You'd go by and they come out and fluff up.
I hope there was a woman in there.
I think sometimes Friday night is the night to collapse. If you were even on the show, even when I went back to host, Friday night is the night when the hosts go, you're joking. The sets aren't even all built yet. And all the lines are different from read through. We haven't even rehearsed all of them once. The show is tomorrow. And that's if they cry or have a breakdown because they go, we can't do this. And everyone's like,
it happens so rarely. It seems like it should happen more.
Oh, almost every Saturday night, especially the dress shows would go longer and longer, where you're still doing the practice show and it's like 10:45 and the real show goes on at 45 minutes. I go, they're going to put up an old movie tonight. We're never going to make it. This is the worst thing
when you
ever.
start hoping for an earthquake or something.
Anything.
It's a preemption of some kind.
Jim Downey, who had such ADD, he would write really, really well, like at 11. Like right outside the office.
He needed to get right down to it.
He needed to be, no, you cannot procrastinate for one more second. You give you 5 gems at or they'd say it's in the cards. When you're going on to a set, it'll be in the cards. So you're going to live read.
That's how I order dinner. I look at the menu and everybody orders. They come to me last. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll have the Branzino.
I have to order now. Yeah, time's up. Yeah, that's how it is.
Some of these people, though, I'm looking through a list of some of the people who hosted the shows when you were both on, and some of these people have no business hosting a show like this. I mean. Really, I think this might have been right before you were on, David, but George Steinbrenner hosted the show with Morris Day and the Time.
I love Morris Day and the Time.
They do funny combos like that. Steinbrenner is a New York institution, and that's what Lorne, if you're New York-centric, someone from a play can get it. He loves New York, and his friends are from New York, so he likes to go, we got, the lead from... But there was a run there where we had... the second or third lead from some
I just want to
shows
insert
instead
this
of the
is
first.
that here's the secret of the show, in my opinion. I figured it out yesterday. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's good. So you're watching this billionaire owner of a baseball team try to do sketch comedy, and he sucks. Not his fault. I find that really compelling to watch live and watch people bomb.
Do you find it disheartening when Kim Kardashian is on and she's funny and you go, well, okay, well, where are we now? I mean,
I saw her monologue and said, what the fuck?
Yeah, what are we? Are we ventriloquist puppets?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. When you become that famous and your comedy bit is all about, the entire audience knows what you're talking about.
You've got it.
But she landed that beautifully, and Chris Rock did say, monologue of the year. About Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, it was really good.
And it was just crushed.
Also, it's out of nowhere, so you get extra points.
Yeah.
Because
she scored so hard, a part
good.
of me did die.